The Bitcoin price may have just lost support of an absolutely critical structure of which we've been trading in now for roughly 1 week's time. Is this a bearish descending triangle breakdown? Is this potentially a breakdown after a bearish distribution after an immense run up to the upside? Let's discuss this. And also, my friends, looking at the CME futures chart, is it possible that now that our first gap here between 92.55 and 92.15 has filled to a T? Look at that wick. Is it possible that now we're going to set our eyes on a potential target zone of a gap fill around the $8,540 region? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the action we're seeing inside the chart right now. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice, these are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame. Now, I do have the line chart pulled up instead of the candlestick chart. We will go back to the candlestick chart as well, but for now, I just want to look at the line, as this is the candle body closes only, not incorporating the wicks, okay? So clearly, to me, my friends, we could see with the bottom lines of support here, we do have what appears to be, in my opinion, a clear descending triangle, which right now we have seen one candle body close below on the 4-hour time frame, and if we actually toggle over to the 1 hour, we have already had multiple candle body closes below this region of old support, which we should all know by now. Per classical technical analysis theory, old support does in fact love to potentially come new tentative resistance. Let's get this crypto. So for me, this becomes more valid with the more 4-hour candle bodies that we close below this region, right? Up until this point right now at the time of recording, we just have one. So for me here, what we're seeing right now is that we failed to continue this rally. Right from this point, we tried to stick in a new higher high, but if we actually go back to the candlestick chart now, you could see it was a complete fake out. There was a wick technically that got higher, but when we look at where the candle closed, it never really got there, right? The sustained pressure it wasn't there. It got rejected instantaneously. So now with this being the case here, this whole range to me really looks like a classic potential distribution range, right? Where the bulk of the upside action subsided. A lot of degenerate traders, for lack of a better term, really were trying to continuously get long up in this region after the long trade had really subsided at that point already, with a lot of bearish confluence coming in. You guys know we were up in overbought territory on the 4-hour. Up in overbought territory on the 1 day. We've seen immaculate bearish divergence here on the 1 day, especially here on the MACD. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, just boom, an absolute heinous bearish divergence there on the 1 day. Very close, neutral-ish type of divergence here as well when you look at it from this perspective, to a ascending price action, to a flatlining RSI, and now just in this structure alone here, when we flip it back to the candlestick chart, we could see, my friends, that Bitcoin really was trying to rally up again, yet the RSI just continued to decline as this price action continued up. The RSI was declining, more bearish divergence, and then above it, we have the structure, right, of the potential descending triangle on this 4-hour time frame. Let's get this crypto. And descending triangles for me are such an important, critical structure inside this market, right? And we've seen it so many times throughout history, ladies and gentlemen, where Bitcoin has had these long trending descending triangles, right? And even ascending, right? So we could see that this zone over here basically was one from the top here around 14,000 that we basically stuck in a very large descending triangle, right? I'm just drawing it quick, but you see flat line of support along the bottom. Then back here as well inside of the bear market, this was the opposite of a descending triangle. It was actually an ascending triangle, right? Just the same thing, just opposite. And that has played a key role, especially back here in 2018, right? Again, we had our descending triangle that wound up breaking to the downside. Let's get this crypto, okay? So these things have played such a prominent role throughout the history of Bitcoin. And now for me, seeing this all here, we have to start to think about targets, right? So keeping this on the 4-hour time frame on the line chart, just taking into consideration the closes. What I want to do here is pull up our Fibonacci retracement. And what we're going to do is we're going to see where the healthy retracement of this micro swing could possibly be. Right now, for me, anywhere between the 0.5 and the 0.718 would be categorized, in my opinion, as a healthy pullback, right? As that is where if this trend is going to maintain its bullish trajectory, we could pull back anywhere to any of these and still be on a potentially bullish macro uptrend. Let's get this crypto. So these targets in particular for me happen to fall in some very unique places, right? And for me, let's just draw a box around here as a potential target / support zone if this is in fact going to play out like this. And what we could see here is that the bottom target of the very deep retracement, yet still potentially healthy, is the 0.786. And that, for me, my friends, falls around 8,541. And what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. This happens to directly coincide here with that gap on the CME futures chart. Now, of course, these gaps don't need to fill, but a ton of these gaps have filled in the past, ladies and gentlemen. Almost everyone, not 100%, but many, a very high percentage of these gaps have filled all throughout the history of the CME futures chart. It just is what it is, right? And the fact of the matter is that right now we did fill the first gap. And when I showed this on stream just several days ago, I already had Moon Boys yelling and chirping at me over this gap. Ow, Kirby, we're going straight to 10,000. These people don't understand anything, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand they're not traders, right? What they've done is they found out about Bitcoin. They FOMO'd in probably somewhere either on this rally up near the top, or they FOMO'd in back in 2017. They don't know anything about trading at all. And the fact of the matter is that they don't understand that pullbacks are healthy in a bull market, right? They forget that in 2017, Bitcoin pulled back 30 and 40% all the time before continuing its upward trajectory. And why don't they know that? Because they bought the top right here and then only wrote it down. They weren't a part of all of that madness on the way up. They only bought the top and saw it go down. So they feel like that trajectory for everyone else was just a straight, easy ride to the moon. It wasn't peaches and cream. There was a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of people panic sold on the way down instead of buying the dip. So just a little recap there, right? But the fact of the matter is that this was a healthy expected pullback after coming up upon a massive, massive potential resistance level. These stunads, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know, right here in the house, that Don Carbonaccio built. I've been pointing this out for so long. This essentially this huge potential resistance zone of historic confluence, my friends. And now we pulled back healthily. In my opinion, a healthy retracement. Let's actually pull up our fib on this here as well. Let's pull this up, swing it to the top there, and you can see that not only was the gap a potentially healthy pullback zone, but it also coincided with the 0.382 Fibonacci. My friends, and now if we are to dump even lower here, look at where it lines up. Look at it. it lines up perfectly, the 0.786 Fibonacci, with this gap here. Doesn't have to fill, but it possibly could. And if that is in fact the case, I see sentiment. Bearish divergence all up top here, historic price action resistance all up here, followed up by now a rejection, followed up by essentially looking at this first gap being filled, right? I mean, there's really not more I could say about this, right? We've pulled back, filled the gap, and the next logical target, if this were to continue, my friends, would be to fill the next gap there, in my opinion. Like I've stated, it doesn't have to happen, but it's possible that it does, right? Let's get this crypto. Now, for me, I am looking at this market for potential short opportunity. Right now, I am short just a little bit. I have a very tight stop loss on my trade. I will be keeping all of you updated in VIP with all of my trades here. If you are not already in my VIP, ladies and gentlemen, sheesh, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. This market right now looks like it's potentially heating up again, where we are essentially losing these levels of critical support, and we could be due for a potentially heinous decline. Or, my friends, this could all get negated if we rip up and consolidate, right? I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not here to rub the crystal ball and tell you a prediction. What I'm doing here is looking for technical analysis confirmations to give myself the best perceived edge over the market. That's all, right? So for me right now, I am looking at this from a short perspective. And then if we drop into these ranges here, maybe if confirmations come in, then I'll be looking to go long in here once again, right? It is what it is. And if you want to see how I'll be trading this in real time, then you need to join VIP, ladies and gentlemen, as that is where I will be posting all of my trades, strategies, entries, exits, etc., all for you exclusively in absolute real time. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. Now, let's look at the altcoin market as well, because, my friends, that is a highly debated topic right now. Kirby, it's alt season. Don't you see? Don't you see? Let me tell you what I see, little James. So let's go over to the altcoin market right here, right now. But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. Sheesh. So every degenerate and their brother now, of course, nobody wanted to buy altcoins down here, but now that the altcoins are all the way up here into critical potential resistance, every moonboy degenerate and their brother is screaming alt season. Classic. Look at this. Look at this. Why would you be screaming altcoin season when we're right at a point of maximum potential structural resistance? My goodness, I don't understand it, but this is why market psychology is so funny, right? Nobody wanted altcoins down here at potential long-term structural support, right? Nobody wants them then. But then we move up into potential long-term structural resistance. Everybody wants their altcoins, right? Going to the moon, Carbonaccio. These people, ladies and gentlemen, right? So now we have to look at this. Let's flip back on the candles here. Again, classic bearish divergence on the one-day time frame on the RSI. Classic bearish divergence. Oh, that's disgusting there. Look at that one, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the MACD. Oh, man, just a horrific bearish divergence there, along with that long-term structural tentative resistance along here as well, with a potential respect of this downward sloping trend line. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't make this stuff up. Look at it. Have we broken that trend line? Nope. Have we climbed to a new macro higher high? Nope. So for me right now, I just don't see it. I just don't see where this alt season is coming from, other than the fact that they've seen the prices go up and they're FOMOing in. It is what it is. I can't sugarcoat this for you. It just is what it is for me. So right now, until proven otherwise, until we consolidate above this zone, that's when I could potentially start to be thinking about, hey, maybe we do have a bullish target of a potential macro double top test here. Let's pull this up. maybe we could then consolidate and look for a potential run up towards this region up here. Let's get this crypto. But until proven otherwise, I mean, what looks bullish here besides the fact that the price went up? Sheesh. I'm baffled, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really baffled right now. And the fact of the matter is, my friends, is that I think that this is a point where a lot of people may potentially get burned once again. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that this does continue bullish, right? Even though I told you I'm a little short right now, but I'm willing to change my perspective here. It's just that right now, Bitcoin has still yet to create a macro higher high. Hasn't done it. Has not done it. We're just now potentially even looking to see if for the first time that this 200-day moving average will become support. Right? But even right now, that is down in my potential target zone, coinciding roughly at the time of recording with the 0.5 fib, right? So, even then, I could get down to my target zone, before this 200 days even touched. It's really not looking like it's this great thing for me right now. I mean, it is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But this does have the potential that after this point, if we consolidate in here, then start to rip up again, create that new higher high, then look to get above this higher high, look to make that 200-day moving average staunch new support. That's when, my friends, that I may switch my entire bias of the trend to bullish. But right now, this certainly has the potential, in my opinion, to be a fake out. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm sure I'm going to get the comments already. Oh, Kirby, the perma bear. You can't say perma bear when the technicals I'm showing you shows what I'm showing you, right? If you draw the same thing on your chart and you understand classical technical analysis, you would have to say the same thing, right? Or else you'd just be lying to yourself, right? I mean, bearish divergence is what it is. A loss of support upon a descending triangle is what it is, right? I mean, a gap inside the futures market, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's not really me just making predictions. I'm looking at the chart and essentially narrating for you what I see. Of course, technical analysis is never perfect. It doesn't have to play out the way that I see it. That's just my opinion on it, right? It's just a theory or a hypothesis. And the thing is that right now I'm seeing potential weakness in this market. And I'm going to be looking to play it to the best of my ability to crush this market and get this crypto. So my friends, if you do want to see all of my trades in real time, as this range does in fact have the potential to be absolutely explosive in here, you guys know I will be posting all of my entries, exits, trade setups, all of it for you in VIP. I am looking for potentially life-changing trading opportunity right now. Whether this negates the bearishness and goes to the upside, I'll be looking to play that. Or if it does continue to tumble down, well, I'll be looking to play this here as well to the best of my ability to potentially crush it and get this crypto. So guys, I will see you all in VIP right now. Seriously, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. And guys, on these types of days now that the market is really looking like it may roll over, you guys know that the likes go down on these videos, the comments go down on these videos. So if there was ever a day to show your support for the channel with a thumbs up and a comment, today really would be that day. So I would really appreciate a thumbs up today, guys, and a comment, anything. Let's get this crypto. Thanks, Kirby. Hi, Kirby. I see what you mean. A prediction, anything. I really would appreciate that today, guys. So smack a thumbs up, leave a comment. I totally appreciate you. I hope you appreciate me. I will see you all in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.